Hey y'all, welcome to Black Mommas Do Science. If you are looking for a really cool place where you can explore all of the fun science experiments with your kids, you found it here. Me and my son explore experiments every week, and we're excited to show you the walking rainbow experiment this week. If you don't have any idea what we're talking about or even where to begin, don't worry. We have this super quick 10-minute experiment, and we're ready to show you. All right, y'all, these are the ingredients you will need for our walking rainbow experiment. You will need 6 mason jars. Make sure that you get the pint-sized ones, or you can use the size that we use. You can also use cups if you have that available in case you don't have mason jars sitting around. Then you will also need paper towels. Go ahead, pull out that whole roll, mamas. You might need it if your kid is anything like that and they dump things out. You will also need food coloring, and it is very important that you use primary colors for our science experiment. So you'll need red, blue, and yellow. And then you also need a measuring cup and water. So 1 cup should be enough, depending on what size mason jar you're using. If you're using a larger one, obviously make sure to fill it up to the brim as much as possible. So once you have all your ingredients, go ahead, sit down with your kids. Be mindful that you will be dealing with water. So if you need to put some towels down, go ahead and do that first. But what you will do is you will fill up 3 mason jars up to the very top as much as possible without filling. Just leave a little room at the top. Then once you fill up your 3 mason jars, you will drop about 20 or so drops, 15 to 20 drops of food coloring. So 1 mason jar will have red, 1 mason jar will have yellow, and another will have blue. Next, this is important. You will arrange your mason jars with the blue mason jar and then an empty mason jar and then the red mason jar and then another empty and then the yellow mason jar and then another empty, and they will form a circle. Once you have them arranged in a circle, go ahead and pull apart 6 paper towels. You will fold them all and make sure once it's folded, the ends will be in the empty mason jar while the middle is in the mason jar with the food coloring. And you will do that all the way around. So next, what you do is wait. And you can wait a couple of minutes and you should start to see some really cool things happening. And what you will see is the water will start to drip into your empty mason jars. This is the cool part. After a little time, you will start to see different colors appear in those empty mason jars. So in between your blue and yellow mason jar, you will see green, and so on in the other mason jars. So we will get into why that happens next. Hey mamas, if this is your first time, or maybe it's even your 4th time doing a science experiment with us, we hope you're enjoying it, and we hope that you like, and make sure to share it with another mama. Leave us a comment down below and let us know how this experiment went for you. Okay, mamas, we have made it to the science behind our walking rainbow. So if you've ever wondered when you've watered a tree or a plant, how the water travels up, defying gravity, to make sure that leaves and flowers and fruit grow. Our walking rainbow experiment is a great way to symbolize that for your kids, and you can explain to them why this happens. So basically, our paper towels are made from trees, and that means they have plant fibers just like other plants. And these plant fibers are called cellulose. The water that we put in our, the colored water that we put in our mason jars moves up through the cellulose or our paper towel because of 2 forces. And those 2 forces are adhesion and cohesion. Adhesion is the attraction between water molecules in the cellulose fibers in our paper towels, while the cohesion is the attraction between the two water molecules. Two water molecules. Water molecules are attracted to the cellulose fibers in our paper towels. However, water molecules, wow, that is a mouthful. However, water molecules are also attracted to one another, and these water molecules will continue to pull up on one another, and both of these forces working together makes a really cool thing called capillary action, meaning that our water is going to be defying gravity. So you notice that our paper towel was hanging and the water was moving up out of the glass and into the empty glass. So it was defying gravity. And that's the same way that the water, when you water a plant or a tree, it travels up and it makes sure that your leaves and your fruit and flowers get the water that it needs and the nutrients that it needs. And so that is the science behind our walking rainbow experiment. We really, really hope that you enjoyed this. This is a really cool experiment, especially if you leave it long enough, you will eventually get a lot of water in each of your secondary glasses. And Dax loved showing me what colors were in each glass. And so that was fun until he spilled everything. But, science is fun and it's messy sometimes. So have fun with your kids. Just be prepared to clean it up. Well, we hope you have fun and we can't wait to see you next time. Bye, y'all.